We're talking about coffee.
Yes.
One of Kenya's greatest exports.
Mm-hmm.
So, for folks who don't know you, maybe you can just give us a background of what you do, why you do what you do, what inspires you to do what you do. Alafu, we can get into other bits of that conversation.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Coffee lovers, aspiring coffee experts, or coffee drinkers. Let's bring coffee culture back to the country. Speaking to you is Wesley Yeaman. I'm a proud Kenyan. Passionate and obsessed hospitality profession, focusing on coffee, beverage innovation and products. Also international certified coffee trainer, coffee coach. Also had a privilege quite some time to train baristas across Africa and to the globe. I'm also the founder of Barista, a coffee training center, roastery, and also a production factory for hospitality beverages that we do distribute locally.
Right.
This is to increase the consumption, apart from just the export that we do. I also run a training center across Mogadishu to empower youths in another country so that we can at least lift each other up as a community. We say Africa, we build ourselves, so this is the time.
I love it.
I'm also the founder of a Kenya Barista organization, the organization that advocates for baristas, training, excellence, and job opportunities both locally and globally. So we've been the coffee industry. I have been the coffee industry close to 2 decades now.
Wow, that's a long time.
It sounds like yesterday.
Long time, yeah.
To me, it's like yesterday.
Oh, it feels like it's just
because I'm obsessed with coffee.
I can imagine. You sound like you're very passionate about it.
Yes.
So why coffee?
Great question. Why coffee? I began drinking coffee while I was at school. Brought my elder brother, which was instant coffee, working at Sasini. So I used to question myself, this tin of coffee that I'm drinking, will I get a chance to find the roots? Where is it actually coming from, apart from just a gift? So from the school now, I got the chance. He actually branched me to the sister company that I began working. So I had the passion to follow the path of what I've been drinking across. I was actually the only student with coffee at school.
Serious? You get Kwanza, if you have coffee, you're the only student with coffee.
Oh, wewe ndio kusema.
That means yani you're dealing with you're in a different class.
Yes,
basically.
you're in a different
Let me
class.
put it like that.
Everyone has to queue for a small thing.
I know, man. Even the teachers put respect on you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I carried it and I wanted to find out the roots of where it's coming from, the production, and maybe have the ambition to chase it. So right from high school, I got the chance to actually begin my hospitality career in the industry until today. So
at what point did you decide to get the certification of being a barista?
First, when I got hired, my path career, we'll talk about it next time, but let me highlight.
Yeah.
Was a dishwasher. I entered the hospitality industry as a dishwasher. So steward to clean and everything. 2 hours in the job line.
Wow.
I got a chance to take the cups to the barista station. That was Savannah back then. Mm-hmm. So the barista there on duty, who is actually the person who brought this to life, I could say through kindness, he spread everything in me. Mm-hmm. So I bumped to him. His name is Isaac. I owe him a lot. That's how I become where I am today. And all the flowers to where you are, you brought something to me. So he told me, I got interested while I was placing cups on the machine. So I saw him grinding, tamping, and extracting. Then few seconds, steaming milk. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? I'm like, I'm like completely paused, paralyzed, watching. Then I say, since you have 3, can I make 1?
Yeah.
And he didn't doubt my skills. I'm not trained. I've never touched a machine. And this guy said, okay, I'll show you. Yeah. Hold my hand. We grind together. We tamp together. Pull an extraction. Textured. I drew something I could explain here, but I laughed myself. I said, he believed in me with no doubt. And he sent that coffee to a guest 2 hours in the job line. So he opened the doors of everything. I got so obsessed on that day.
Yeah.
I said, this is what I want to become.
So for most of us,
yes,
a cup of coffee is pretty much just a normal morning ritual before we go for our routines.
Yes.
For Jobo. But for guys like you, a barista, it's an art.
Yes, it is.
And I'm curious, what's the philosophy behind it? What makes a cup of coffee great to you?
It's a community, a culture, and also a powerful for transformation. So pouring that happiness to someone is more than just an art and career. We are brewing lives, pouring happiness to people's daily lives. So we're playing a part. Yes.
That's amazing.
To help the people who are coffee drinkers inspire each and every morning, afternoon,
Right.
each and every hour.
Yeah. So how do you balance the science behind it and, of course, the art? When I say science, I mean, the pressure, the temperature.
Yes.
And, of course, when it comes to the artistic part of it, we're talking about the flavors. We're talking about, what else am I missing? The taste, how you go about tasting it. How do you balance the two?
Very simple. You have to understand what you're doing. And like I said, I use obsession more than passion. Because when you're obsessed with something, you really have to be in it. Your brain plus your soul. So when you touch...
Wow. Come on, Wesley. You're too much.
your
brain plus your soul.
Plus your soul. This is me making a cup for myself, not for a customer or a guest.
Oh my God. Okay, keep talking.
So I have to make the cup that actually represents who I am.
Yes,
I have to connect with it.
Yes.
The intimate between the machine, the knowledge that you have, the craftsmanship, and that you are like not guessing, being very sure, the timing, the temperature, and the coffee you have. So this kind of level of artistry needs a lot of attention to details. And someone who's actually more than passionate, obsessed to getting that right through science, the right terminology, the right craftsmanship, and being able to ensure that not only the level of skills and the knowledge, but also to make sure whatever you have gathered is actually in that cup, even though you're not going to sip it, but you do believe whoever it is going to smile.
Hey.
The first sip, second sip.
Wesley.
Hallelujah to another one.
Oh my goodness, I love that. And Kenya's coffee has a very, very awesome reputation out there. They say it's one of the greatest in the world. What makes it very great?
We are proud as a country to produce one of the greatest unique coffee in the world. And recently, we began supplying coffee technocrats to the world as well. So the world has to realize that even though they've been drinking coffee without the experts, we're going to supply both at the same time. The reason as to why Kenyan coffee is considered to be one of the greatest, it is greatest. That is not a myth, it's a fact.
Okay.
Through its small-scale farming.
Right.
And attention to details through harvesting. It's grown in volcanic soils, highland areas. Higher altitude brings this unique, vibrant acidity in the Kenyan coffee. And through that, we are able to pride in as one of the countries that do produce the best coffee that is used for blending. With the level of acidity, bring that vibrance to coffee. You feel like you are alive. It's like you're playing the same music to the same rhythm. You just find yourself dancing.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's beautiful. What about misconceptions about Kenyan coffee and the culture? What do people get wrong about Kenyan coffee and the culture around coffee in Kenya, for example, that you've heard about?
Quite a lot, but since I'm a beverage expert, I'll be able to be honest here. The reasons to why we barely drink coffee as much as we do produce is because we've been raised in a society back then that drinking coffee in this country was made for white.
That's interesting.
That is what has been brought all these niche of low volumes of 2%, 3%. We haven't even reached 5% of our own products.
Oh, really?
Yes, so that is a bit terrifying based on the innovation. So you find many Kenyans have been grown to a society where you've been told coffee is only for white people.
Or the wealthy.
The wealthy and the elite.
Okay.
So you find you traumatized by having that cup of coffee. So you only have tea. And we all supplement the beverage that is meant for us, they brought us alcohol. We are a country that drinks a lot of alcohol.
Exactly.
And the fact remains, and what baffles me a lot, we don't produce the quality of alcohol compared to what we are drinking.
That's right.
If we are producing the best coffee, why can't we brag and proud to drink it? Why do we have to?
What's going to change that? What's going to change this narrative around coffee that it's associated only with the wealthy and white people?
Yeah.
What are we going to do to make coffee mainstream?
There are some reasons we can do collaboration from all angles possible. This is in terms of each and every person. Number one, we can do a value addition through government support. This is creating exhibitions and awareness, media spotlights from radios to all magazines, printouts and TVs. So we have to champion that yes, it's a high time we turn back to our coffee culture.
That's right.
And also we can do cultural and social perceptions. This is in terms of tradition, our own tradition, so that we can also add coffee. And also development of coffee shops and coffee cultures.
Right.
Which is rising, though in Nairobi, but we're looking at into other countries as well. So the more expansion of those sector, then we have more coffees at your doorsteps, more coffee in your house, in supermarkets, whatever you can. The same way you can buy a local quarter of exactly.
Yeah.
So we are looking into that section. I think those are the kind of collaborations we can do to bring the change back. Yeah,
you mentioned how you also train guys to be baristas in Mogadishu.
Yes.
And you're also just trying to build that coffee culture in Mogadishu. How's the conversation going? How's the whole process?
Wow, I love the speed fast of Mogadishu. I was there 2018 when it was still a war zone. So this chance came to Kenya and I took it. Sometimes if a man has to die in the war, so be it.
Something must kill a man.
No one wanted to go actually.
Right.
So,
interesting.
No one wanted to go, so it was thrown back to my desk. I said, if I have to die in the field of war, this is my field, so be it. If I'm armed, so help me God. Then I took a flight to Mogadishu. When they opened the first coffee shop, I trained the entire team. Now we are speaking of 1,000 cafes in a span of 6 years.
Did you know, guys over there, Ama, you just, took the leap of faith and you decided, twende nalo?
I took a leap of faith.
Amazing.
Everyone disagreed. Even my wife didn't agree to it.
She was like, what are you doing?
Where are you going in the war zone?
Exactly,
I said, it's not about money. Let me see if this calling in Mogadishu is actually meant for me. And actually I could say, it was worth the risk until today.
And one thing, Wesley, that has really inspired me about some of the things you've said is how you said how Kenya, we need to start embracing coffee more than even stuff like alcohol.
Absolutely.
Because it's quite sad when you think of how people associate coffee with the wealthy lifestyle, wealthy people, elites, Suji white people, you know what I mean? I'm foreigners or whatever. And it got me thinking about of course, the relationship between baristas and local farmers.
Yeah.
Right? How important is that for how important is it for that relationship to thrive?
It is. We're looking into the consumer perspective, because the barista is on the consumer perspective, and the producer, who is the farmer, is making sure this technocrat who's specialized into coffee, the last person on the coffee chain, to ensure that they increase the consumption, decrease the consumption, actually makes that impact. So by serving that 1 cup of coffee, it is representing the hard work of the farmer.
Yeah.
Number 2, the relationship is through the competition. So we get the chance to actually showcase the farmer who has produced the coffee at the national competition, international competition, and all other coffee competitions that we actually held. So we are trying to ensure that all the relationship between the farmer and the barista and the producer actually bonds together, because we need each and every one of us in the coffee chain, so that we can also work together with single mind.
I like that.
We have to package this as our own product, and we are behind it with full soul.
I like that. You mentioned each and every one of us in the coffee chain. So basically, how can all these stakeholders support the farmers? Because I'm sure they go through their own challenges.
Yeah.
How can we as a society support farmers to keep on producing amazing coffee?
Number one, through workshops, educational workshops. Educational workshops, this is to ensure that the farmer actually has the knowledge, the level of skills, and being able to ensure that they multiply the production. So we don't just do coffee as a by-the-way product. We have to do coffee in massive when you do a comparison to other countries that actually produce coffee. So what are we missing here is that connection of the knowledge of what you're supposed to do to the product. So we need that support to the farmers. Number two, access to the level of tasting the product,
right,
and being able to have the level of courage and confidence to be able to sell their product. Because if the farmer is working so hard to give us a product that is around 9 months and counting, it's a lot of hard work. You visit those, they're very busy ensuring that we need this. Why can't we empower them so much for them to have that courage and confidence and level of skills, and being able to taste their own product, not to depend on one person or two people or three people who have the knowledge in the village. Themselves, they can be able to negotiate good pay for their product. Because you find a farmer, they have no clue
right,
the quality of the coffee fruits, how they're supposed to be rated, graded, how they're supposed to be sold. So you're bringing something to the market with no clue.
Yeah.
So if Wesley is there receiving your product and have 2-3 knowledge, then of course, what do you expect? I'll take advantage.
I like that. That's some interesting facts over there. And when it comes to sustainability, how does it look like for the industry from the time that it's from the time the coffee is grown to when it's actually served? What does sustainability mean from that context?
Sustainability actually something we need to pay attention to, especially in this era of we don't need to be brewing someone's coffee. I don't want to wake up in this country to brew coffee imported from a different. If we can do it, we produce it, then we just need to focus on the areas that we're having challenges. So in terms of sustainability, we need to look at on how we can be able to balance the people, planet, and the profit of the coffee. In Kenya, for example, we need to protect the environment of the farmer. This is ensuring that we support all the livelihoods and promote the quality of fairness across.
I agree.
Yes.
That's interesting. Switching some gears. I was very excited about this whole thing for tasting coffee. Because I've seen it on TV and guys are like, I'm like, yo, bro, I've tried. You have even tried that in the house. I just can't seem to get what they're doing. So how do you prepare your taste buds, for that art of tasting the coffee and reviewing coffee? Because I've seen it in different quarters, right? And I'm sure you've done it quite a number of times.
Yes.
How do you get ready? How do you prepare your taste buds?
Very simple. You have to take it as a skill. Your tongue can earn you money when you become a sensory expert, like myself.
Right.
It's ensuring that everything that you eat, consume, either whether it's a beverage, whether it's food, you don't just feed in your stomach.
Oh, interesting.
You need to feed your brain.
Yeah. Oh.
So the connection of the neural structure vertebrate of the forebrain, where each and every human being is tied to 50 million different cellular doors that can be able to detect anything that you smell, anything in aroma, and the taste perception. So by training, you're sharpening those perception, and it's tied to the entire brain. For example, right now, if we have a gas link here, you can smell and your brain will reflect the name of what is the scent. So that means you've came across the name, you've came across the scent. So you are captured the entire scent and everything. So in coffee is more practice that you do. This is to ensure that you're tying yourself to the real world. You're connecting to the real product. So it needs a lot of attention of training, more years of craftsmanship, not just drinking coffee.
Right.
Perceiving coffee.
Yeah.
That now the difference. So if I'm drinking coffee that is completely straight up, I'm drinking coffee that has milk, I'm having coffee that has milk with sugar, I'm having coffee with alternative milk. what exactly are these solutions, changing the factors of the coffee? So I'm not just feeding the stomach and have that caffeine kick resolve. I'm trying to sense and perceive. It's like you're dreaming alive.
Wesley. You're too much, bro. But I love your passion. And I like how you're explaining it to me. I've never really looked at, or thought of coffee from that perspective. Is it similar to wine tasting?
Yes, it is similar to wine tasting on how you perceive wine. But remember, coffee being an inorganic compound, it carries more than 1,000 volatiles. So all coffee technocrats in science, they deserve that respect. Salute to all the coffee people. They're dealing with a delicate product.
Can imagine. It has to be treated as such.
Absolutely. Wine has around 600 different volatiles. Coffee has almost double.
Look at that. So coffee is highly rated.
Absolutely. No question.
When you're brewing, what usually goes on through your mind, right? How do you immerse yourself in the whole process? What's the process? What's going on? Yeah. How do you ensure that you're really focused? And what comes first? Is it the feeling, or is it your creativity? What's going on?
The obsession.
Okay, interesting.
It's more than passion. So it lifts your soul. When I'm going to make my own cup of coffee, I'm already in the cup of coffee. So I'm not going to make the cup of coffee.
Damn.
My body parts will just do the tasks, but I'm in the cup of coffee, from the boiling of water to measuring of my coffee beans to preheating my apparatus. So I'm not just making a cup of coffee. I'm completely intimate with that brew. So before even I sip it, I know exactly how it's going to taste. So each and every pour brings that magic of what you want to achieve in the coffee.
That's right.
And since you're highly trained and you can be able to achieve anything you want, you're not just going to mix coffee with water and call it a coffee beverage. No. Yes. So the connection part of it and the obsession part of it.
Do you have a specific ritual that you go about before you make your coffee?
Yes, I smell, sniff, and wake up.
Dude, when you're speaking about the coffee, it's almost as if it's over here with us. I just want to drink it, man. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
And I know whoever's listening to us right now can relate with what you're saying. But when you look at the coffee scene in the country,
yes,
it's obviously evolving.
Yes,
we're seeing a new generation of Kenyans who are getting into the whole coffee space, and they're so excited about that. It's interesting how I was even watching the other day. Apparently, they're talking about how Gen Zs nowadays don't want to party in the club. They want to go to coffee shops and cafes and and just listen to awesome music as they sip their coffee. So moving forward, what are some of the latest trends that you're seeing in the coffee scene?
Generational shift. I love the mindset shift of the new generation. We don't need to be tied to the old scene culture and how things have been running. It's time for paradigm shifts. The kind of beverage we've been taking. We need to be proud and feel pride to what we have, what we own. This is ours. So why should we depend on exports? 95% when we have 56 to 60 million Kenyans, 36 million and counting, 20 who can afford one cup of coffee. Let's just agree, all Kenyans, 1 cup per day. We are 26 million.
Right.
That could add up. So the generational shifts of Gen Zs, I've attended a couple of events, I've hosted myself, and I've seen that on the ground, which I love it most.
Yeah.
There's a place we had an event which there was a booth for alcohol. I don't want to mention the brand because it's a big brand. And we had a booth for coffee.
Yeah.
We actually ran out of coffee.
No way.
I'm telling you the truth. And then alcohol there. So for me, it wasn't about sales and I'm like, this is the generational shift.
So what would be your advice, since the scene is evolving, what would be your advice to new entrepreneurs getting into the space? Yeah, because they have to do things differently. Like you say, the paradigm shift.
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
Let's bring back together the coffee culture back in the country, the one that we used to have. Let's make Kenya great again through the coffee innovation by opening up in different section coffee shops. We are capable of helping you in all angles possible. For me, I've been, like I said, 2 decades close to. There's a time we could count actually the espresso machines in the country, but now it's countless. We can't even have quite a number how many baristas we have. So that is tremendous growth. I'm looking at 10%, but I'd love if we do work together. We do at 20%.
Right.
Just in 10 years, we see what is going to change the entire Kenya in terms of the revenue that will be collected through coffee consumption locally.
Right.
Not exports, because if that door of export closes, are we going to throw our coffee in the Indian Ocean?
Of course not.
That is the question we need to ask ourselves.
Yeah.
So we don't need to depend on coffee exports.
I like that. And I'm seeing over here, so I put down some questions, and
Yes.
So this one sounds like how do global coffee trends like cold brew and specialty roasting?
Yeah.
How do you blend them with local traditions? Is that a thing? Should people also look at it from that perspective or angle?
I salute all micro coffee roasters in the country, all the coffee shops. So they've been doing it already.
Okay.
So it's not
a new thing.
It's not a new thing.
Okay.
We've been doing it for quite now 15 years and counting.
Oh, that's
So the same quality of coffee that is leaving the shore to the European nations or Asians is the same quality of coffee served in these cafes. So the narrative, the notion of we are exporting quality coffees, we are serving Kenyan coffee shit, no, that doesn't exist.
Okay.
I say that with passion because I've been there for quite some time.
Nice.
So we are actually serving the same quality of coffee
That's right.
that we are selling across the globe.
As a barista,
Yes.
you're very busy, you're a founder, you're a trainer, you're constantly getting, you're in this conversation, you're in the culture. What's a typical day like for Wesley Yeaman? It's a Monday morning.
Yes.
It's probably going to be a very busy day for you. What's a typical day like? Walk us through your day.
Wake up very early in the morning, around 5. I give praises to the Almighty. Prep my little kids. I have 2 kids, 10 years and 7 years. I prepare myself for work and actually dropping off them for school. So actually my day, like today, I planned it yesterday.
Nice.
For tomorrow, it's already planned. Yes, I wake up knowing exactly what I'm going to do the following day and how I'm going to do based on the time that I have.
Yeah.
So each one of us has 24 hours. It is how you use the 24 hours. There's no like too much work or I'm super busy, I have too many tasks. No, you have to split and divide your mindset. You focus on what is important, what is essential, and what is not important, so that you can be able to complete the task, whatever you're doing. So regardless of the duties and the tasks that I have across the day, I have to be present at the same time, coordinate. So if I don't plan myself very well, then I can't deliver. If I don't deliver, I'm struggling for my personal growth. So the responsibilities do come with, there's a day that I wished I could have those responsibilities. Now they are here, so I can't blame it. It's not a busy day. It is just what I prayed for a couple of years ago. So it's here, I'm in it.
Wow, that's powerful.
So I have to make sure it works. So
I like that. Yeah.
For me, there's no complaints. I don't love excuses. If you have to do it, you have to do it more than or 3 times better, so that no one can be assigned to your task. If you have to do it, just do it better. Or don't do it.
Wow, I like that. No halfway. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So you go it full swing. Do whatever you do. Be obsessed with that task.
Yeah, it's true. You see, I love what you've just said, especially as a barista. The thing is, when you look around you, if you look at this city of ours, Nairobi, the problem is many folks do incomplete work.
Yes.
What's the point? You'd rather not even start it.
Yes. There's no need for it.
Incomplete buildings, incomplete projects, incomplete everything, right? That's a very good lesson that I've learned from you, but I also kind of knew it. And I'm curious, what has coffee taught you about yourself? What have you learned about yourself all through the years? Due to working with coffee, of course.
Patience. Having faith and believing in yourself. you have one life to prove to yourself that you're worth living. So each and every day is a brand new day to make it better, regardless whatever you're going through. So the patience that I have, what I wished for, the firecracker that I had, I'm in my dreams alive, and you have to set other goals. So you need to be patient, and you need to have faith. You believe in yourself. Be obsessed with what you do, whichever the industry is. If you have to transit from a different industry to another, you begin from scratch. Just believe you are a startup, you are a newbie. Don't be a microwaved kind of mindset. Like, I need results tomorrow when you're planting seed today. Wait, put water, put manure, cultivate the plant. Wait the harvest time.
I love it. Just like coffee.
Yes.
Oh, man. Dude, you guys are so smart. It's been a real one. I know the folks who are listening to you right now, they would like to engage with you. They would like to share your story. How can they reach out to you?
I have my phone number. They can call me or text me. I offer free consultations for those who want to set up coffee shops. Or we can also do trainings for you. 0724 637 787. Or reach out to Instagram, Wesley Yeaman.
That's actually how I reached out to you.
It's been coffee all over.
And I like how you put your contact over there.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Guys, Kwanzaa, if you have a biashara on IG, please don't forget to leave your contact over there. You never know who's going to call you. Wesley, thank you so much. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're very resourceful to our country, Kenya. Let's keep on growing this country. And God bless you, man.
Yes.
It's been a good one.
Cheers. Keep drinking coffee.
Asante sana.
Absolutely.